All been trained up in the north, up in Yorkshire. The ROR's North East Regional Coordinator Vicky Smart and team trainer Charlotte Wilson has put this together in August 2014, now over 18 months ago. The horses and riders really enjoying their retraining. There are organised clinics now up and down the country. And this is a team that really have put forward some very, very good displays up and down the country on some major occasions. All X-ray sources we mentioned, the X have won between £285,000 and maybe a bit more in their career of over 200 times that they appeared on the racecourse. These have all been retrained through the ROR organised clinics, which are now organised regionally, based in North Yorkshire, and actually they train regularly throughout the year at Snakes and Equestrian Centre, near Scarborough. They've really had huge pleasure in doing all of that work, and they've then, as a result, shown off their great work at some prestigious racing occasions, together with a lot of top equestrian events around the country. Famous Quipco British Champions Day at Ascot was perhaps one of the highlights. Chatsworth Horse Trials, one of the key eventing venues in the country, wonderful scenery, and ROR had the pleasure to do this musical ride display there. Blenheim Horse Trials, another, and also at the Aintree International Equestrian Centre. They really put a lot of work in, as you'll see. Remember, these are racehorses that were bred and trained to go as fast as they can. Now, with the proper work and the patience, we see the horses able to perform the movements that give them new opportunities in the world of dressage, in the sports of eventing, show jumping, dressage, horse, ball, polo, you name it, these horses can do it. They are quite brilliant athletes. Team trainer Charlotte Wilson has meticulously choreographed this routine. It's a musical sequence edited by accomplished musician and horse lover Carrie Gardner, and Charlotte herself, a very successful former ROR elementary dressage champion. That with her famous X-ray source Elbridge. So let's look at the 8 horses we have for you this afternoon. Some big winners in here too. Number 1 is the chestnut with the big white blaze, Roger's Revenge, an 11-year-old by City on a Hill, and owned by Jackie Fieldhouse and ridden here by Ellen Wilson. Was trained by Brian Smart, he ran twice before retiring as a 3-year-old. That wouldn't be untypical of what the thoroughbred world, what happens to the thoroughbred world. In the retraining world, he was the 2012 ROR Racehorse to Riding Horse Champion at the Horse of the Year show. And showing is one of these wonderful facets of the horse world that ROR has been so successful. In 2013, reserve champion hunter at Bramham, and he's taught his novice owner to ride, a solid lead horse for the ride, and he really has, as you can see, a lovely rhythm with some great pace. Number 2, well, that's middle one, 11-year-old Chestnut Gelding by Ashkelani, and out of Accordion Royale, owned and ridden by Kathy Booth. In the racing world, was trained by Peter Niven. He retired from racing after he'd run 17 times without a win. And again, when they aren't fast enough, there's another reason why these thoroughbreds come out of racing. In the retraining world, well, as you can see, Middleton looks really, really well as the co-leader of the ride. And when he's not performing, he competes in ROR dressage and jumping competitions.
So it's Oakley Hunt West are going to be the first white hat band away.
Number 3 then is Attacker. Attacker, owned and ridden by Sylvia Robbins, 14 years old, by Piccolo out of Jubilee, trained by John Webbins, and ran 63 times on the flat roller hurdles, winning 5 on the flat. In the retraining world, well, this is a horse that is a truly all-rounder. Loves his hunting, riding club, and British dressage. A thoroughbred out hunting, if they've got the temperament to take it, they are magic. I've got 2 myself. 3's 4, or rather 4 I should say, is Tony's Pride. Owned and ridden by Louise Vickers, 16 years old now, but doesn't look well by the former champion hurdler Alderbrook and the mare Lucia Forney. Training Tony's Pride, had a pretty low-level career under rules, but found his niche in point-to-point running world. Ran 19 times, winning twice, a well-known Yorkshire leg for his country. In the retraining world, well, a senior citizen in the musical ride, this one. Thoroughly enjoys going around the various events, loves the thrill of a party. Does dressage, show jumps, showing, and has actually proved to be very versatile in his second career after racing. 5 is Moyen Corniche, owned and ridden by Anne Hallett, 10 years old, gelding by the great Selkirk out of his Corniche. Moyen Corniche trained by Brian Ellison, very successful trainer, ran 28 times, winning 2 races and placed 10 times. One of the famous ones here because he won the famous Yorkie Ball, that in 2011, and a mass prize money earnings of 195,000 plus. But he's got another career, Moyen Corniche. This is given Anne Allen, who came from Australia in 2012 to retrain this lovely horse that is so successful on the flat. Had a few months, turned out in the field, and then started hacking out and training, and they now compete at intro and prelim level in British dressage.
Now they're all preparing.
So 3 more, and the first of those is number 6. Right. Another chestnut, the 8-year-old by Redback, out of the mare Ray Danya. Omar Lab was trained by John Quinn. Again, the man has a lot of winners, and this ran 35 times, winning 5 races and some 37,000 pounds money. Through no fault of his own, Laddie was tested for the Nakaman in January 2015. If you think from this whole series, that's what would happen to a lot of these horses if ROR didn't come into being all those years ago. And this is where racing now really does believe in its own charity. So, rescued and subsequently rehomed with the Catriona Stewart, he has been bringing this horse not only back to full health, but started dressage and jumping. Started to train with the team last summer, but this is Catriona and Levy's very first time together in the first performance here at Belton. So take a look and see how he copes with the occasion. Remember, you go to a race course, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of thrills, and you come back to another party like this, it's quite a big occasion. Number 7, second to last, well, that is Kogory, 9-year-old, by Oasis Dream, one of the top stallions of John Mont, and the mare King Cole, owned and ridden by Becky Robertson, trained by David Amira. This was when he was racing, ran some 14 times, and sadly didn't trouble the judge on any of those occasions. O'Leary, or Jeff, as he's usually known, has given novice rider Becky so much confidence. Where these horses, although some believe their temperaments aren't good enough, they really have produced the confidence for grassroots riders. So now riding out race horses every morning is Becky Robertson, and has been selected to ride in the Macmillan charity race at York in June. And that will certainly be a very big thrill for Becky. Number 7, O'Leary. Finally, look at the back, and it's scale back. Only ridden by Laura Robertson, 30 years old. This was by Italy Danehill, and the mare Corrie. Trained by Alan Swinbank, and he ran 19 times, winning once over hurdles and placed 9 times. And he also did a bit of pointing as well. Retrained by Laura, his own scale back now since 2014, and they too have done unaffiliated dressage and jumping together. So there are the 8 that are performing our musical ride this afternoon. Remember, 200 times these horses have all run between them. They've run £285,000 in prize money. They look absolutely brilliant in the sunshine this afternoon, and that shows you just how these horses are enjoying life. Now, it's our wish that you see the wonderful skills they give for us in the retraining of racehorses musical ride display.
So let's have a look at the results of Bottle running 2. Romney Marshall was first, Warwickshire B was second, Warwickshire A